Hey, it's Dwayne.
And Gerrick.
And this is episode 14 of Trading with G. Yes, I'm actually going to rebrand it instead of Trading for Kids. I'm going to call it Trading with G. Trading with G, teaching kids about money. And what we do, guys, is we teach biblical principles through money. We developed a risk management strategy here about 3 years ago that I call the power of one. And what's the power of one?
The power of one is God's power.
It's the power of God. Why? Because sine waves, which happen in trading charts, brain waves, heart waves, they all behave a certain way. The sine wave is basically life. It starts at zero and it eventually ends back up at zero. So we have this unique risk management strategy that not only works in the markets, but it works in life as well. And so we teach those principles through money. What we did was we started Gerrick out with $100 in his CashApp account. Yes, you can trade stocks using CashApp. It's that simple. And each week, Gerrick gets $10 added to his account for doing what?
Chores.
For doing his chores. And he trades his allowance, and he's trading his allowance and building it into a fortune. This week's episode, though, is going to be highly surprising to you. Why? Because the title of this week is how to turn a massive loss into a big win. How to turn a massive loss into a big win. Change your perspective. And we're going to talk about that because we had one of our trades that actually crashed hard this week. And if we would have closed it out, it would have became a massive loss for us. But we actually turned it into a huge win. And we did this very, very quickly. So we're going to show that today. But the first thing that we need you to do, what do we need them to do first?
Smash that like button.
And subscribe to our channel. Be sure to do that, guys. And please, if you're out there, we just ask that you share out our video. Let people know about them. We're fairly new. It helps us get the word out and just lets people know that we exist and that we're here to really revolutionize the world. We're here to teach a skill set that they will not teach in school. They do not teach this even in college. And we're really teaching what the power of one is all about. And we're doing quite well for those of you guys who have been following us. Gerrick's making some pretty dang good gains on his account. Also, the other thing I want to let you know, if you want to follow the moves that we make throughout the week, be sure to subscribe to our Facebook group. The link to that group is in the description of this video. And I highly encourage you to do that because you're going to know when we sell one of our stocks. You're going to know when we buy a stock. You're going to get all those moves we do throughout the week in between episodes. But that being that, what do you say we get into it? Are you ready to trade? All right, let's go trade. Let's show this massive loss that we would have had that we turned into a big win. So Gerrick's going to share we're going to share Gerrick's iPad. And we made some really good moves this week. Last week we put out an episode that we're patiently anticipating. We were waiting to see our stocks develop. We were waiting for the Fed interest rate decision, which came out this week, and they did raise interest rates. But in the next breath, they also said that they don't foresee that they're going to be raising rates anytime soon in the future. So it was kind of a mixed bag, if you want to say that. We got some not so good news and some good news along with it. So we'll see how it all develops. But we're going to take a look at our stocks. This is Gerrick's CashApp. When you come to CashApp, you are going to notice this green screen. And in the lower left-hand corner, you're going to see your money that you have in Cash App.
Amount of money you're gonna have.
Yep. And Gerrick shows $51, right?
But we have more.
We have a lot more than that because we have a lot on buy orders and we have a lot that's working for us in the market as well, which isn't reflected in that available balance. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to click that 51. And when we click that, you're going to come to this screen and you're going to see stocks. See stocks? Go ahead and click on stocks, Gerrick. You can click on stocks. And if you've never bought a stock before,
it's
actually going to look like this screen right here. Okay. You're going to see this screen. And once you buy your first stock, it'll look much like ours. You'll see your chart and the list of stocks and all that.
All you have to do is go to the search bar and search one of the stocks you know.
You search for the first stock that you're going to buy. And once you buy it, your screen's going to look much like ours. You'll see your chart. You'll see your list of stocks. You'll see all of that. So we're going to go through it all. We're going to show that. We had a good yesterday, good Friday. Look at that. We were up almost 5% on Friday. We were up about just almost even. We were up about a 1/4% this week. Not much, but that doesn't reflect that big crash down that we saw. You see that in this chart. We saw a big crash down
in that chart too.
And we made a move to change our perspective. Yep. We made a move to change our perspective where we rocketed back up and closed it out for a really good gain.
So look at the past year. That looks real good.
It does. It looks really good. You're doing really good all time. You're really what we call clocking it. It shows 12.24%, but Gerrick's up actually a lot more than that. Why? Because he's been adding his money and compounding his money. So it doesn't reflect all that. If we look at the details, we can see what you've done. You've made about $50. You started out with 100 and you've been adding $10 a week. And so you've ended up turning a little over 200 bucks into $300 so far just by compounding your money. And you have some stocks that are working for you. But why don't we show them that move we made this week? That was a big move, right? Let's start out with that move. Mersana Therapeutics. Mersana Therapeutics. We actually, I want to show them this chart. This is an unbelievable crash down. We went on this stock, okay? This is the week chart. Look how far it's down. This is the month chart.
Oh.
Yeah, the year chart and the all chart. Look how much it crashed this week.
It went down a lot.
It went down a lot.
So we should probably get it right now?
No, we just sold it. So what happened was, let me give you the framework and the perspective we had. We were in this stock. We were in the stock for $12.30, I believe. $12.30. Let me see. Yes, our first buy was $12.30. Okay. We were in this stock and we were actually up on it 5%. We were up 5% and then it just dropped. It dropped to where it would have been an 80% loss for us. An 80% loss we would have taken if we would have closed it out. But what we did is we bought more here at the bottom. See that little dot right there? We bought 2 times our original entry point. And when it went back up, we sold it all for an 11.5% profit. We actually made a bigger profit than we would have if we closed it out for 5%. And you know what? We did all of this in about a day and a half. It was pretty incredible to watch. And so as you go through life, Gerrick, the one thing you're going to see is sometimes things don't always go your way. And what do you need to do? Change your what? Perspective, right? You need to change your perspective.
Look at that straight line.
Exactly. We were up, we were way down, we changed our perspective, and we ended up with a really good win. So if we take a look at Mersana Therapeutics, let's take a look at it over here. Okay, right here.
Are you sold it right there?
And if you look, we bought it for $12.30. And when it crashed, we bought $12.30 times 2, our initial entry point times 2. Okay. So we were in it for really 3 parts, 3 times $12.30. And we sold it for $41.16. We ended up making 11.5% on the entire trade. That was a really good play. It was exciting to watch. It was exhilarating to watch. And how we pulled that off, you know how we pulled that off? Because we have divine intelligence, baby. You know what divine intelligence is? It's the power of one. Divine is godly. It is the power of one, divine intelligence. So that was a really nice profit for us. We also ended up buying Ford. Ford came down and hit our buy point. So now we own Ford again, and we're going to talk about that too today.
Look right down.
So let's take a look at our stocks. We'll look at it here in a minute. Let's take a look at our stocks. Currently, we have how much invested?
$156.20.
And we're up 1 penny, right?
So yeah, we're so close.
We're even, pretty even on all the stocks that we hold, right? Currently.
That's even up there.
We have 156.20 invested, and it's worth 156.21. But keep in mind, we closed out that Mersana Therapeutics for a really good profit as well. So let's go look at the market. Let's look at the first one. What's the first one?
The first one is 270 Bio.
270 Bio. Guys, we bought this here a couple of weeks ago, and we just bought more this week. Why? Because Mersana fell a good amount. It actually fell 24.5% this week. So we went and we bought more.
Let's look at the month chart.
Yep, it's down on the month chart. It's down on the year chart.
And the day chart.
So we're just managing our ride, right? We got to manage our ride to do what? Manage our ride to do what?
Master the tide.
To master the tide, right?
So on the ultra, you're gonna.
So let's take a look right here. We came into this for $13.50, and just this past week we bought more for $13.50 as you give us a big yawn there. So what we did was, when it came down, we wanted to cost average and lower what's called our cost average on it. And we wanted to go ahead and buy more. What I highly encourage you, and I can't stress this enough, when we make our moves throughout the week, we post them in our Trading with G Facebook group. And if you don't have a Facebook account, have one of your parents join our Facebook group. We have a lot of adults, though, that follow us, too. So, if you want to stay up to date when we make a move, exactly when we make a move throughout the week, be sure you're part of our Trading with G Facebook group, because we did post it in there. If we look, we actually bought this. Where did we buy it? We bought this. Originally, we bought this up here at $10.53. We bought it again at $8.75. And by the way, if you haven't bought it yet, you know what that means? If you're following along and you haven't bought it yet, you'll actually get it at a better price than we got it at, and you'll actually have a lower cost average than we do. So sometimes it works out if you don't make a move right when we do, and sometimes it doesn't. In this case, it works out. So right now we have $27 in it. We're down $4.59. We're down 17% on the trade. And that's okay. We're fine. We're looking for the bottom on this. What are you doing? Are you making this a dance video? We have a trading video, not a dance video. By the way, tell everybody how old you are.
8.
And you're going to be how old here in just about, what, a week? You're going to be 9, right? So
July 29th.
you're going to be 9 here in just a little over a week. Gerrick's getting ready to turn 9. The point is if this is so easy that an 8-year-old, almost 9-year-old can do it, I guarantee you can do it too. Is this easy, Gerrick? Is this easy to do? What do you mean, shrugging your shoulder? Is it hard to push buttons?
It's easy to run.
It's easy to push buttons, right? But you're learning on when to push those buttons. So we bought this twice. Right now, it's coming down. And if we're going to look to see where we need to put another buy order if it falls. So I want to show you 2 things, Gerrick. Do you see these 3 peaks right here? Look.
Yeah.
You see this peak, and this peak? We said if this catches support here, this would have to go back up at least to the top of this peak. Remember that? And we were also looking for this to come back up eventually over here to around $25. However, look what it did. It didn't hold support. It actually fell. It broke support. So now we're just managing our ride right now until we can get out of it for a decent profit. So we need to look at where our next buy point would be if it falls further. Do you see this drop down right here, Gerrick?
Mm-hmm.
You see what this is? Let's do the math. I'm going to actually give you my phone and the calculator, and you're going to do the math. Okay? We're going to figure out where our next buy point should be. So let's go ahead and put, I'm going to give you the calculator. All right? You see the bottom of this drop right here?
Uh-huh.
That is, you see the bottom of this drop right here? That is $10.55. So put 10.55.
Plus?
Nope. And do you see the bottom of this drop right here?
Wait, yeah.
That's $8.57. So minus 8.57. Okay. So 1055 minus 8.57 equals. Okay.
1.98.
So 198. We've got to take that off of 857. So put 8.57.
Just put it.
No, clear it out. 8.57.
8.57
minus 1.98
1.98
equals 659, right? Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go look.
59.
6.59, $6.59. So we're going to set our next buy point if it falls down to $6.59. And we're actually buying this in $13.50 increments. So let's go ahead and set a buy price on this, Gerrick. Go ahead and hit buy. You're going to hit a buy order, change order type. Change order type. We're going to custom purchase order, and we're going to go down to let's just say 660. Okay?
659.
660 will work. That's close enough. 660.
650.
660.
Wait, I want to do this.
You can't go low enough on that chart. You got to go to the week chart. Okay. 660. You got to go way up. Right there. Right up just a little bit. Use the arrows. Use the arrow. Use the down arrow. It's a lot easier. 660. Okay. Right there. Oh, okay. Hit set.
Yeah.
And you're going to remember what we're buying this in? $13.50 increments. So 13.5. Okay. 5.5.
I did. What's wrong?
Is it not letting us buy it? Is it not letting us put the 0.5?
13?
13.50. There we go. Next, we're going to set that 90 days. Hit next. And we're going to scroll to continue. We're going to hit confirm. And done. So let's see if it took it there. There it is. Right. It's right here. Right here. Nope. It's right here. So we're going to buy $13.50 worth if the price hits $6.60. Okay. All right. I think that takes care of 270. We're just managing our ride. We'll wait until it goes back up to look, where we want to sell it. We'll kind of figure it out from there. But right now we're just managing our ride on the way down, and we're waiting for it to turn back up to the upside. So let's go to our next stock. What's our next one?
Our next stock is Vizio.
I hear you when you talk like that.
The next stock is Vizio.
It's Vizio, right?
Vizio.
See, you're wanting to be all goofy this video. Vizio. Vizio, this is a stock that we originally had purchased $11.20 in. And just this week, we made a move and we purchased more Vizio. Why? Because Vizio came down this week to our next buy point. We wanted to buy more right there around $6.83. It dropped down in there. So we went ahead and we picked up more Vizio. We picked up another $11.20 worth. Why did we start with $11.20? Well, the reason why is because at the time, that was 9% of our available balance. So we took 9% of our available balance and we bought our entry point. And then when it dropped this week, we bought an equal dollar amount to our original purchase. So we're looking at Vizio. Right now on Vizio, we're down 43 cents. We're down a little less than 2%. And it looks good. We're just kind of managing our ride in Vizio. We're going to look to see what it does. But this is a stock that we really like. Remember who gave us this stock? Grandpa. He told us that this stock is one that we should check out. And it certainly looks good. You see how it's all the way down there at the bottom on the all chart? See that, Gerrick? We're looking for this to go up quite a bit. We're actually looking for Vizio to probably go up right on its next move to the bottom of this spike down. You see that? You see that? You gotta stop spinning around. You gotta stop spinning around in your chair. Do you see that, Gerrick? Right here? Huh? You see that? Around $8.74, right? And it's at $7.07. If it goes up here to $8.74, we're going to make some pretty good money. And there's a chance that this could fly up there. This could go back up here to around $17. And it's at $7 now. So we're looking good at Vizio. We took our entry point a couple of weeks ago. Just this past week, we went ahead and we bought more Vizio. We bought an equal dollar amount as what we used to purchase it on our what's called our entry point. So let's go ahead. Let's look at the next one, Gerrick. What's the next one on the list?
The next one, Zoom Video Communications.
Zoom Video Communications, right? So let's take a look at Zoom. Can you tell everybody what we're doing in Zoom? We have how much invested?
$18. But it kept on going up. It went up a lot more than this.
It's been up. Zoom has certainly been up here, and we're looking for it to go up a little further. we have $18. We bought it twice. We bought it with $9 since that was 9% of his available balance at the time. And then we bought another $9 worth when it came down. And so we're in for $18. We're up $2.24. So we're up a little over 12% right now in Zoom. And we're actually looking really good. We have a buy order and sell order on Zoom. Do you want to tell everybody what those are? We have a buy order if the price hits what? You can see it on my screen too. We have a buy order if the price hits what?
62.70.
$62.70.
We're gonna buy it at $9.
We're gonna buy another $9
So
worth.
that's gonna make $27.
Yep, it'll lower our cost average if it does come down, which right now it's not looking like Zoom's gonna come down before we close it out. We also have a sell order if it hits what?
We also have a sell order if it hits. If it hits $92.
$92, we're going to sell it all. So I think that still looks good for Zoom. Look at this, Gerrick. We've been up in Zoom. Right now it's at $73. If we take a look at the year chart, you see the year chart?
Mm-hmm.
We're looking for this to go back up to around $97. We have our sell set at a little lower. We have it set at $92.
Mm-hmm.
And if it does come back down, all the way back down here, we're going to look to pick more up around $62.70. See the bottom of this spike right here, Gerrick?
Mm-hmm.
See what it says? It's 62.63, right? And we set our buy order just a little above that because we want to make sure if it does come crashing down on a quick crash down, we want to pick it up. We want to make sure we're able to buy it. So that's why we have our buy order set there. Zoom looks good. We have a buy order to buy an equal dollar amount as our original purchase. If it hits 62.70 and if it goes to $92, we're going to sell it all. And we may sell it all sooner. But the best thing that you can do if you want to follow our moves is to join our Facebook group, Trading with G. So let's go talk about our next stock. What's our next stock on the list?
Next stock on the list is Virgin Galactic Holdings.
Click it. Virgin Galactic Holdings. So you got to push the button.
Okay.
Can't push it with a pin. You got to click it. All right. Virgin Galactic Holdings, it was up on Friday. It's been up this week. Right now, we have a buy order on Virgin Galactic Holdings. Where's our buy order at?
$3.55. We'll buy $9.
We'll buy another $9 worth. So what we did in this trade, we came in for $9, and we actually had bought it twice. We purchased another $9 worth, so we have $18 in the trade. And if it comes back down to $3.50, we're going to pick up another $9 worth. And the reason we were buying in $9 increments, because at the time that we entered the trade, that was 9% of our available balance. So right now we're up $1.36. We're up 7.5% on Virgin Galactic. And we're looking to buy more if it comes to $3.55. It's at $3.93 right now. And as far as selling this, we think that Virgin Galactic, when it goes up, we think it's going to have a big move. Where do we think this could come to, Gerrick? Remember what we said? The bottom of where? Right here, right? Right around $15 we're looking at. Right around $15, we think that Virgin Galactic can go back up there. It's at $3.93 now. So if it goes back up there, that'll be a really big gain. So we're just kind of managing our ride. We're waiting for Virgin Galactic to bust up out of there. And we have a buy order set if it comes to $3 we're going to buy more. So that's Virgin Galactic. We're looking good. We're just going to hold on to this. We're going to let it do its thing, and we will close it out here soon, here eventually. So our next stock, actually our next two stocks are our oil stocks. And we see oil potentially breaking out big to the upside. So we really wanted to have our oil stocks as a hedge in case the oil market shoots up and the rest of the stock market goes down. So let's take a look at our first oil stock. It is Chevron. Right now we have $16 in Chevron. We came in with 16 because at the time that was 9% of our available balance. And we're up 48 cents on it. So it's worth $16.48. We're actually up about 3% on it. And we're looking for Chevron to potentially go right up here to the bottom of this little spike down right here, right around $179. We could also maybe get out of it at the bottom of this spike right here, which is around $166. And right now it's at 158. We do have a buy order set for Chevron. We have a buy order if the price comes down to $145.80. We're going to buy more. We're going to buy another $16 worth. And let's just take a look and see if that still looks good. And it actually does. It looks good. See this little spike right down here at 145.78? That's where we actually have our next buy order. If it comes down to there before going into profit for us, we're going to buy more Chevron. So we're just kind of holding steady on Chevron. We're going to see what it does. If it busts up here to 180, we'll probably look to get out. If it just kind of slowly goes up there to around $166, $165.98, we'll probably look to exit there as well. Right now, we're just kind of hold it and see what develops with it. So let's look at our next one, our next oil stock. So our next oil stock is Exxon. Let's take a look at Exxon. Exxon, we came in for $16 because at the time that was 9% of our available balance. That was about 9% of our available balance. And we're currently up 18 cents. So our $16 is worth $16.18 right now. We're actually up a little over 1% on it. And if we look at Exxon, we're looking at the year chart. Exxon, we're looking to see if it comes up to right, maybe at the bottom of this spike around 109, and possibly to the bottom of this spike down at 115. And it's at 104 right now. So we're looking for it to go somewhere between that 109 to that $115 range. And in the meantime, if it does come down before we take profit, we actually have a buy order on Exxon if the price hits $18.90. We're going to buy another $16 worth because that was the amount of our entry point. We originally bought $16 worth, and if it comes down here to the top of this spike right here at 88.86, we actually have our buy order set for 88.90. We set it just a little higher. If it comes down to 88.90 on this spike right here, we're going to look to buy more if it comes down there before we take profit. So we're looking good on Exxon. We're just going to see what develops with the oil market. And look, there's a potential that the oil market, this could fly up even higher. I mean, this could really bust out of the gate and go much, much higher. But if it does come in that $109 range to $115. That's probably where we're looking to exit. And you want to be sure that you follow our Facebook group, that you join our Facebook group, Trading with G. There's a link in the description of the video. So if we make any moves throughout the week on it, you're going to be the first to know. So let's take a look at our next one on the list. What's the next one on the list? It is Peloton. Peloton. We came in with $15 into Peloton. We bought it once. Why $15? Because at the time that was 9% of our available balance. And right now we're up 5 cents on Peloton. So our $15 is worth $15.05. We're actually up about 0.33%. So we're up just a little bit on it, but you know, we're almost even right now. And we were up pretty big on Peloton. If you actually look at the month chart, we bought right here at 857 and it went all the way up here to 978. But we're looking at Peloton to make a pretty big move. We're looking at Peloton to come all the way back up to the bottom of this spike down right here, right around $12.66, right around that $12, actually around $12.50. We're looking for Peloton to come back up there. And that's why we held it, because we feel like, you know, we're going to see a bigger move out of it and we don't want to miss out on that. But if we look at where it's came to, it's came down here to $8.71. Actually, this week it came down to $8.31. Let's just kind of look at it here. And look at the top of this spike right here. Right, if we go over here, right here, $8.23. That looks like a good area to possibly buy some more. We also have a spot down here, this little bump down here at around $7.50. Right now it's at $8.71. It's been down to $8.31. And it looks like $8.23 is a good entry point, or a good, not entry point. We've already entered into it, but a good point to buy more. So let's go ahead and set a buy order on Peloton for, let's say, $8.25. What do you say, Gerrick? $8.25? All right. Go ahead and hit the buy button. Go ahead and hit the buy button. Go ahead and hit the buy button, Gerrick. Well, Gerrick, as you can tell, is being a typical 8-year-old. He is pouty. So I guess I'll do this. Go ahead and hit the buy button, Gerrick. Yes, Daddy, I'll hit the buy button for you. All right, great, Gerrick. Thank you for hitting the buy button. Change order type, custom purchase order, and we're going to go ahead and set this to $8.25. We're going to look to buy more. We originally came into the trade for $15, so we're going to set it to buy another $15 worth if the price comes down there. So here we go, 90 days, and confirm. And it's been set. Let's make sure that it shows up. If we see right here, there it is. Buy $15 of Peloton if the price hits $8.25. So we've got our buy order, our next buy order set for Peloton if it comes down there before going into profit. And there's a chance that this could go up here. There's a chance that we could see it go up right where it is now and fly all the way up here to around $12.70, $12.50, somewhere in that area. So we're looking good on Peloton. We've got a buy order set if it drops down there to $8.25. We're looking to sell it later on whenever it goes up. We're just going to kind of watch it and wait to see where we want to make our move. The next one that we have on the list is what? It's Ford Motor Company, Daddy. Ford Motor Company. So let's go ahead and click Ford. So Ford, we just bought this at $13.05. We actually bought it when it came down. Look at that. Look at where we bought it. $13.05. We got it. You can't even see it on the week chart. We got it on the J chart at the very bottom of the spike. We hit it. We hit it right there. It went to 1304 and we bought it at 1305. That is what you call a good entry point. That's a great entry point whenever you can buy it right there at the very bottom of the spike, which is what we did. Now it may come back down a little bit more, or it may go up from here. But we're really looking for Ford to go up there around $18. We see it coming up to around $18 when it does come back up. We may get out before that, though. We may get out here around $15. If it comes back up here to $14.98, the bottom of this spike, we may say, you know what? We've made our profit. Let's not take any more risk. And let's just be happy with the profit we get there. If it does come down, Ford does come down, we can see a spot right here at the very bottom. See that little spike right there? $11.73. That looks like a good point to go ahead and put a buy order to buy more. So let's go ahead and set a buy order down there just in case it does come down before going into profit for us. $11.73. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the buy button. Change order type. Custom purchase order. And what did we say? I lost my train of thought. $11.73. So we're going to change order type, custom purchase. $11 and let's say 70. We'll say 74 cents. We're going to set it to buy. We're going to buy. How much did we initially buy in this? Okay. We bought $13. So we're looking to buy another $13 worth of Ford. At the time we set the buy order, $13 was 9% of our available balance. So since we entered with $13, we're going to buy another $13 worth if the price goes down there to $11.74. So here we go. Change order type. $11.74. Set. $13. Confirm. And it has been set. Let's make sure here. And right there, we're going to buy another $13 at Ford if the price hits $11.74. So we're set up in Ford. We're going to let it do its thing in the meantime. It may go into profit for us. It may go into a profit that we're happy with before it goes down there. And if so, we'll look to take profits. If not, if it does come back down, we're going to look to buy more at $11.74. And really, Ford is looking really good. I really like the looks of Ford. I'm happy that we own it again. And I'm happy that we get to look to go make some more profit on Ford. But right now, we're just going to let it do its thing in the meantime and see where it goes. The last one that we have on the list. The last one is what? What is it? Purple Innovation. You're right, Gerrick. It is Purple Innovation. Purple Innovation. We came into Purple Innovation with $10.80. We're actually up 51 cents. We're up 51 cents on $10.80. We're up almost 5% on Purple Innovation. And this is one, guys, that we really like for the long term. We think Purple Innovation could potentially go on all the way up and set some new all-time highs. But for it to go up here and hit potentially, $17, maybe the bottom of this spike, $37, those all look like good areas for Purple to come to on its next run. So we're just kind of managing the ride on Purple. We do have a buy order right now. We have a buy order if the price hits $2.40. We're going to buy another $10.80 worth. Why? Because that's what we initially entered the trade with. We bought $10.80 of Purple. And so if it comes down to $2.40, we're going to buy another $10.80 worth of Purple. And it's actually looking right now like there's a good chance this is going to rocket up. I mean, we could see this go up here to, $5 pretty easily. But we do have a buy order set if it comes down right here. See this little spike right there? You can barely see it at the bottom, right there. That little spike at the bottom is $2.32. So we set our buy order just a little higher, and we have it set for $2.40. If it comes down there, great. We're going to pick up some more Purple. We get to own some more Purple. So when it does go up, we'll make even more money. And of course, if it goes up before coming back down, that's fine too. We're going to look to make a really nice profit. So right now, we're just kind of surfing the tide in Purple. We're waiting for it to bust up out of there. And we're looking to hopefully make a really good profit on Purple when that happens. And if it does come back down, great. We'll look to buy some more. We really like Purple for the long term. And let me show you one thing that I like about Purple. There's one thing that I like about Purple. You know what Purple does? They make mattresses. They have this proprietary Purple formula, and everybody that gets their mattresses they just rant and rave about how good the Purple brand is, the Purple mattress. This material that they put in these mattresses. And their competitor, you guys have all heard of the sleep number bed where you set your sleep number. Check this out. And this is really good news for Purple. If we look at one of the biggest losers for the day on Friday, it was actually Sleep Number. They missed revenues. They actually missed revenues. You can even see the headline. It says Sleep Number stock tanks more than 20% after revenue miss. Why do you think that is? Could it be because Purple is taking a chunk of their business? Possibly. I think this is very good news for Purple when they're taking a chunk of their competitor's business, because obviously they missed revenues. That business had to go somewhere else. And I think we're going to see Purple do very, very well. If you look at Sleep Number bed, it has some potential for some upside. I almost bought this the other day, but I also saw that it could come back down all the way back down here at around $21, and it's at $27 now. So I wanted to hold off, but seeing that Sleep Number was down, I think that really plays into the game for Purple. I think that's a really good thing for Purple, because that could potentially mean more sales for Purple that Sleep Number missed out on. So we'll have to see. We'll have to stay tuned. But I really like Purple Innovation for the long term. And we're sitting pretty in those. So that's the analysis on our current holdings. We're not looking to buy more anymore at this time because we have a good amount of our risk tied up. We're looking to turn the risk that we have in the market into profit, and then we'll look to go buy some more. But if we look at some of our stocks, past stocks, we've been watching UPower. We're wanting it to come back down to around $4.80. It's at 626 now, so it still has a ways to go to come down and hit our buy point. We don't see any really big drops on any of the previous stocks that we own, so we're gonna hold tight with what we have. We're gonna let it develop. We're gonna let it play out. We're gonna just kind of surf that tide. We're gonna manage our ride, and we're gonna see where the market takes us. All right, here we go. Smile. There you go. So, Gerrick, I think that is a wrap for today. What do you think? What do you think? You got to get out of your pouty mood, at least for us to close it out, right? Nope. He's 8. He's a stubborn 8-year-old. When he gets in a bad mood and daddy gets on him for not paying attention, this is what he does. But you know what? We were all kids once, right? So I understand where you're coming from. But I think that's a wrap, Gerrick. We had some really good analysis. We're looking really solid in where we're at in the market, in our position, and we're just looking for these to play out and then hopefully take a really good profit on them. And I'm pretty confident that we're going to be able to do that. Is there anything that excites you in the market right now? Is there anything that you want to say? No. Well, I'll tell you what excites me. What excites me on that list is Vizio. I think we're going to see a big move from Vizio. I'm really excited about Vizio. I'm super excited about Virgin Galactic for the long term. I think we're going to really see them bust out of the gate, within, maybe not right away, but within the next few weeks or months, I think we're going to see Virgin Galactic have some big moves. I'm excited to own Ford again. That's a big one. And I'm also excited for Purple Innovation. But for this week, what am I most excited about? I'd have to say Vizio. So we're going to have to see how that plays out. With that, I need you to remind you to do one thing. What do we need them to do? Gerrick, what do we need them to do? Smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. This is Dwayne and Gerrick reminding you, manage the ride and you will master the tide. That's right. Manage the ride and you will master the tide. If you manage the moves of the market along the way and the moves that you make in life, and you make the right decisions, you're able to win in the end. We certainly managed our ride with Mersana Therapeutics. I'm going to tell you now, there's not too many traders in the world that could pull off the move that we made this week. That was an epic move to go from being up 5% to down 80% at an 80% loss, and to be able to turn that around within a matter of hours and make 11.5% on the trade. That's how you manage your ride. That's how you manage your ride. And we certainly did that this week. Well, this is Dwayne and Gerrick. Until next week, bye now. Wave bye. Bye, guys.